Thank you very much. Just OP table. OP table. OP table. OP table. Follow me. Just OP table. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are happy to have the favorite restaurant in Nimba County. Back to OP table. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Facebook Live OP table. Follow me. So the topic of discussion, training issue in Liberia. Training issue in Liberia, including the general election, the general president election in Liberia. We'll be discussing a lot of things today. OP table. Election comes October 10, 2023. There are a lot of unfolding issues in Liberia. More especially the Republic of Liberia. We'll be discussing that. No, we're not going nowhere. We are discussing politics. Today we are spreading tentacles to the Republic of Liberia. We have the favorite restaurant in Nimba County, Nyamfulule. How you doing, my dear brother, Nyamfulule? Nyamfulule, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Last weekend, I was missing on the table. The devil wanted to get me into all sort of things, but thank God, my guy is alive. I'm alive.
Thank you. Today is June 10, 2023. Today, June 10, 2023. Topic of discussion: training issue in Liberia. We have a subtopic too. Hey, my people. Liberia election. The general president election in Liberia, October 10, 2023. Last week I was messing our favorite son, Nyamfulule was kind of ill, but we pray for him. At least he's back. Nyamfulule is back. OP table. Thank you very much. This OP table. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this OP table. Hit the share button. Share as much as you can. This OP table. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Facebook Live OP table. If you're in the Republic of Liberia, Monserrado County, Bon County, Lofa County, Nimba County, Granjira, Sano County. We are discussing the Republic of Liberia today. Thank you very much. The general presidential election comes October 10, 2023. Trending issue in Liberia. Thank you very much. We will also be touching on the attack of Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson was also attacked at his church. Even though it's been later, but we're still going to discuss that. Thank you very much. Yes. This is OP table. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is OP table. So share the video. Friend of me. We are discussing training issue in Liberia. June 10, 2023. Training issue in Liberia. Thank you very much. Just OP table, OP table, OP table, OP table, OP table. Share the video. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow. Young follow la, favorite son Nimba Kante. Young follow la, you say we welcome you back.
Thank you.
Young follow, you had a welcome you back. Young follow la.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you.
Very much. If you are in Nimba Kante, just open table. Man of God is right to the United States. United States of America. United States of America, Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Maryland. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is OP table. OP table. Topic of discussion: 20 issue in Liberia. General presidential election. General presidential election in Liberia. That's what we're discussing today. Said the woman go. Honorable Chairman Justice Sigurd Jr. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. What is the gentleman Facebook Live? This is OP Table. Today is June 10, 2023. Topic of discussion: 20 issues in Liberia. General and presidential election, October 10, 2023. We're going to be discussing a lot of stuff today. We have Mr. Jan Vulula. Jan Vulula was on the show last weekend. Jan Vulula was kind of ill a little bit, but our prayer and are giving strength. Our prayer, through our prayer, but Almighty God, Jan Vulula is back. Jan Vulula is bouncing back. Jan Vulula is bouncing like Ganga ball. Jan Vulula is very strong like ever before. Strong than ever before. Jan Vulula. Jan Vulula, you had to work up the table. How you doing, my dear brother, Jan Vulula?
Give me 1 minute, bro.
Yeah, Honorable Chairman. Chairman, I see you. Chairman, how you doing? This is Open Table. Chairman, you're welcome Open Table. How you doing, my Chairman?
Oh, thank you very much. It's good to be back on Open Table, and it's good to be back here discussing the issues pertaining to Liberia and the war at large. It's a good thing for us to be here. Once again, we say welcome to our audience and everyone following us today. We say welcome. Thank you for following us. Share the video when you can and be a part of the discussion when you can. It's a good thing to be here. It's a good thing to see that Mr. Jan and Devola is active again once more. We prayed again sickness, and it's good to have him back with us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. This Open Table, share the video, share the video.
Man, for some reason, my laptop not charging.
You got the plug?
Yeah, it's trying to mess my charger up because it can charge my son tablet, so he on it 24/7.
Is there a way you can go with your phone?
Send me the link to my Facebook on my Facebook page. Let me go on my phone.
Chairman, can you do that real quick?
I will.
Thank you very much. Share the video. This is OP Table. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to hold you guys. We want to dive straight into the issue right now to discuss the issue. I remember, Chairman, are you there?
I'm here. I'm trying to send a video to the link to Jan.
Yeah, thank you.
But I'm here. I'm here.
While you're doing that, I'm sharing the video as well. I'm sharing the video. Share the video. Share the video. When you receive the video, share it. Share the video. Today we are discussing something very prudent to the brain people. Share the video. It's very sensual. Share the video. This open table. Yeah, share as much as you can. We're discussing Liberia. Liberia is the home we have. Now, is everything working out for you?
It's a good thing to be here. Wherever you're listening from in these United States, we're talking about Delaware, we're talking about New Jersey, we're talking about Indiana, we're talking about Michigan, we're talking about Pennsylvania, we're talking about Washington, we're talking about Connecticut, Massachusetts, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, talking about Tennessee, we're talking about Illinois, we're talking about Kentucky, we're talking about North South Dakota, we're talking about Minnesota, we're talking about Texas, we're talking about Oklahoma, we're talking about Arkansas, we're talking about Kansas. We are talking about Idaho, we are talking about Nevada, we're talking about California, Arizona, Oregon, wherever you're listening from in these United States. We say welcome once more to Open Table. Back home, Montserrat County, county of my birth. That's where I was born, Montserrat County. We're talking about Lo-Fi County. We're talking about Grand Crew. We're talking about Grand Kipma. We're talking about bombing. We're talking about River G. We're talking about Sando. We're talking about Maryland. Alexander B. Cummings is in Maryland today. We're talking about Nimba County. We're talking about Grand G there. Bapulu. Wherever you're listening from. Back home, we say welcome to Open Table. Welcome to Open Table. Those in the United States, in Europe, in Australia, Asia, wherever you are listening from, we're going to be discussing issue pertaining to Liberia. Liberia is all we have, and we have to discuss issue pertaining to our country, Liberia, back home. We have been seeing some political movements, and it's a certain times. It's a certain times. You know, wherever you are, this year, while you are with UP or CPP, CDC, or Liberian People's Party, Tiagongongo, wherever you are, or whatever is your political lineage, we are saying welcome to Open Table. Matter of fact, if you want to join the discussion sometimes, come over here and join. We will be discussing issue pertaining to Liberia.
Sorry, that was me.
Yeah, because you had to
Yeah.
yeah, but it's okay to be back here again. Joseph Boyka is in Carware. Joseph Boyka is in Carware. It's raining. The rain is not doing him good. But I mean, he's out there. He's out there. It's a good thing to see. His supporters, they're out there standing with him. I think in the rain. That shows loyalty. I think the old man is still moving strong. I think he's still moving strong, still moving around, even though campaign season is very long. We hope that he can endure to the end because it's not an easy thing to campaign in Africa. Not an easy thing, and we know that he's going to be needed. He's going to be needed on the road, not just in Monrovia or Montserrat. So it's a good thing to see he's kicking already, and that's a good thing. To see PPN, the standard bearer in he went back home. I think the people are welcoming him well. So it's a good thing. I'm not sure he can win Maryland, but it look like things are looking upward. I think this time around, maybe Maryland is going to stand behind their son. So we're going to see. We're going to see. And somewhere in Nimba County, I think Tiago Gonglo is back home too as well. Yeah, am I right?
Yeah, Tiawan is back home. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in Nimba
Uh,
country. Tiawan Gogo is back home. It's back home as well. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Maybe Joseph Burka should be going back home too. I mean everybody going back home. If we need to face the road for him to go back to Lofa, we can face the road. We can talk to CDC. Mr. Jonesy, if you are ready, I'm just over here.
what John's doing? What he doing? Let me chip in. Let me.
Yeah. Get in.
Get chip in, yeah.
Share a video.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God to be back on the table. I missed the table last weekend. That was really 2 weekends now, right? 2 weekends I not been on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weekends. It is a pleasure to be back. The table, I missed the table so dearly, but I'm back. I'm back. Uh, like you were saying, Mr. Chairman, like you were saying, all the top presidential candidates and the vice standard bearers, I on the move right now. UP, the rescue team in Maserado, toy Maserado right now, and Alexander B. Kumi, like you rightly said, he's in Maryland right now as we speak. He's in Maryland. Maryland, overwhelmingly welcome him. We saw the video, and right now there's a program going on right now in Harper City, right now as we speak. And his vice running mate, the winning mate. In fact, she was renamed. She was renamed as a winning mate. The winning mate is in Grand Bassa right now, as we speak. She is engaging the Basodians right now. I think she's having a town hall meetings right now as we speak. The videos are out there, and the live feed are out there right now. What have you? So the people are engaging. I enjoying the political activities that is going on around the country right now. I can see now that the trajectories of the politics is changing. I don't know what making everybody to get on their feet, because when rescue team need their vice standard bearer, they were all mute. They were sitting down until Alexander B. Cummings came up with his vice running mate. When Alexander B. Cummings pulled out his vice running mate, it's like you just put fire on the back of the turtle of the rescue team. The rescue team move up quick, and they are on their feet. Send them. It is a good thing that our presidential candidates, all of our candidates, are engaging the citizens and telling the citizens what they're going to do for them to better the life of the ordinary citizens in the country. Thank you, Mr. John G. I'll turn it right back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Young Fulula. Thank you very much. I was trying to get somebody because trying to get somebody from Liberia and to give us an update about what's going on in Moravia right now with the Unity Party. I was trying to get in touch, but anyway, when it got back to me, I think I will put it on live so you guys can to the audience and everybody can listen to the pressing. And there's a correspondent in Liberia, but I don't know what's going on right now. He's not responding. But when he responds, he will come directly on the show and then give some information about JNB, because JNB have toured almost, I can say, Moravia last weekend. No, this week. The middle of this week, I think he went to Ghana's somewhere in Ghana's. It was impromptu stuff. The people wanted him there, and he went there.
I think Barnaville, not Ghana's.
Okay, Barnaville. That's the same side. Okay, Somalia Drive.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Barnesville is in Ghana's area.
Okay, Somalia Drive. Let me just say Somalia Drive. That whole side is Somalia Drive. It was impromptu stuff.
What was it impromptu?
it was impromptu because the people of Somalia Drive needed to see the old man to go and talk to them. They need him. When somebody who believe in change and the community dwellers and that of, let's say the people of Ghana'sville, the people of Somalia Drive, they say there is a need. We see the Messiah. Messiah. What I mean Messiah, I'm not talking about Jesus Christ, but the Messiah of Liberia. The political Messiah. They said there's a need. Mr. Barker come on this side. So when you look at the calendar, it's okay, but there's a need. Say I don't have anything that I'm supposed to be doing right now. Saying the people need me. Let me go to Somalia Drive and meet the people. When the old man got there, the place was overcrowded. The crowd refused to go home. They told the old man to not leave. They said, stay here with us. We love you. We love you. The change you are bringing to us. We love the change and we believe in the change. So that's why we don't want you to go home. The old man said, "Let me go home. I got place to go again." Another the following day, you see, as you can see, the old man is in coward. You said the old man is not strong enough. He can't walk. He fight. He using battery and stuff according to young Fulula. But the old man can stand for even 5, 6, 7 hours.
No, no, please
No,
don't.
I said
Please
that's
don't.
what he can do if he wants
Don't
to.
do that.
If the old man wants to, he can do it. He has the
No,
endurance.
please don't do that.
Like I'm telling you right now, I was speaking. The old man is in coward. That's why I try to pull our correspondent on the phone from Liberia to get some update, but it's just that there's so many network problems going on from the correspondent. But when he responds, he will be here live, giving some breakdowns, giving some issues, to give some update to the world as to the party. And you can see, Mr. Fulula, I don't want you going coma. I want you to understand that politics is not about Charlene, it's not about Cummings, it's not about how you call it, Mr. Bongolo. It's about what the people want. That's what politics is about. You can make the noise for not the judgment day, but the people say, we want this man. We want this man. They may have come to bring change, and the change is on the way. That's what I'm telling you.
Mr. Courtier,
hold on, come October 10.
My phone right now. There's no way I can.
The JNB,
Yeah.
and that of school, they're going to be a formidable force, and that's a winning team. I'm just being honest. So I don't know what Mr. CDC got to tell, or Mr. CDC, I don't know what you got to tell today. I don't know what CDC said. The equipment party, the party that is so catastrophic that has carried us down the drain. We cannot even see anything. Right now, Moravia is looking like a swamp. Moravia looks like a trash. The word trash is all in the street. CDC have dead in the country. CDC have dead in Moravia. CDC is smacking drugs in our country. Those are not. That's not the type of leadership we want from our people. Our people deserve better. But CDC, you guys sit over there and destroy our country. But come October 10, 2023, I know you guys are going to be out of the way. Mr. Furuda? Mr. Furuda, what you say about your man Cummings?
It's very interesting for you to say CDC will be out of the way. CDC is very, very active in these elections. CDC will definitely be going against some better challenges this time around, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing because you see, sometimes you got to learn, or sometimes you got to see things from a different angle for you to be able to change things, for you to understand that the people, they are not joking. But with that being said, I think George, we are still a very good chance to be in power. That's like I told you this before, and I will say this again. The best chance for the opposition to take George Weah out of power was a united front. Was a Joseph Boyka and Cummings ticket, or the Cummings Boyka ticket. Either way, that was the best thing for Liberia. But greed, ego, and entitlement killed that dream. Now, they are claiming a very tall mountain, something that is very tall. This is a high claim for them. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And even if they should, we have to go to a second round. Then that will become interesting. Will they unite in the second round? I'm not sure, because right now there's so much chaos. You see, you cannot be fighting for the same things and you be calling for opposition unity. It's just not right. I don't think Cummins should be playing with that opposition unity language that is coming from UP. Nor should UP be playing with the same thing. It's you guys are all fighting for the same thing. Opposition unity should not be a thing that you guys should be trying to say at this time. I mean, everybody cry your own cry, and who bucket ticket free roll. Like, let's see who's gonna make it to the next round, because the thing about it, this election is gonna go to the second round. And you see, I think Joseph Boyka wanted Ezan Cummings to put him on his heels. Now that Charlene is out there, I think Shout out to Charlene Bronskin. Charlene Bronskin. Shout out to Charlene Bronskin. This is your moment. They should not steal that from you. You will remain in politics for a very long time, and you should start to build thick skin now because the people are going to insult you. You see, the thing about people who are very opinionated and have a mind of their own, people despise them. So Charlene should be ready to, or she should be ready to listen and learn, but at the same time, she should stand. She should stand very firm. She should stand very firm and she should not back down. It's because of Charlene, that's why UP is out there in the rain today. It's because of Charlene, that's why UP is on edge. They are sitting. You see, I said this a few shows back. If you guys can go back to the play, I said this. I said, Yombly will make the mistake of not accepting the opportunity to run with Cummings. And Cummings had three good options, in my opinion. I don't know about why they were looking at. I said three. Cummings was number one. I wanted Cummings to go with Yombly. If not Yombly, you talk to Tiawan Gonglo. Or if not Gonglo, you gotta go with Charlene. Hey, and Charlene was the right choice. To be frank, she was the right choice. And this you guys are looking at a girl who is going to rise into our politics, and she's not going back now. She's here to stay. You are looking at a future vice president, and if not, you are looking at a future president. Very articulate, not just articulate. She approachable. She can appeal to a certain geographic of our politics, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. CPP, yeah, the devil, you guys should keep her on the radio and keep her in every corner. You guys should protect her. That's her jewelry. You can go ahead, Jan Volule. Jan and Devil, you okay? Are you on mute?
Young Furula, are you there?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I said, like I was saying, she's in Grand Bassa right now as we speak. Look, the fire burning in the gas in this lady. The fire is burning. Yesterday, she was in District 10, touring District 10, and she went, in the marketplaces. She engaged the market women. She went at some of those high schools and those elementary schools, engaged students, talk to students and what have you. She ready to move. From day one, she ready to move. And like you rightly said, Mr. Chairman, this is the new breed of politicians now that are in our midst. My generation is proud to see this lady or the councillor in the race. My generation is proud. I know the generation of John Z is proud as well to see one of us taking the lead and taking that bold step to show us the way, to give us, to wake in us the self-esteem that yes, indeed, you too can do the same. You too, John Z, you can take the courage. She giving you that courage. She paving the way for you. That yes, you too can take that bold step. Nothing in you should suppress yourself, of going forward. Take that step forward. No day that we should sit down for people of the past to make decision on our behalf. So that's why she in the race. She in the race to give me and my children, my three girl children. She in the race to give my three girl children, that courage. That tomorrow when I'm talking, when I'm looking for someone to set an example in the Liberian setting, I will point at her and say, you see that lady? The lady gave women, not just women, but young women, the young women who are struggling every day, the young women who dream of becoming somebody in a society. The young women who struggle to go to school. The young women who every day they put collars on their head, pass around in the community to sell. That alone should not suppress you. You have something in you that the country needs. You have something in you that other people around you he can lift them up with. So get up. That's why she in the race, and she ready to lead from day one. Very smart, very the charisma she get, man. Oh Lord, everywhere she very loving. Anywhere she go, people want to listen to her. People want to speak to her. People want to sit and just listen to her. Drop knowledge. Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's why this girl is in the ring. And Alexander B. Cummings on the other side. A very successful man. Everything this man I lay hand on, he have been successful in it. This man, like, check his track record is there. And let us not play politics with it. Let us not play politics with this man. This is the new Liberia that we all been yearning for. If we let this pass by, we'll continue to sit in the same spot. We'll continue. Charlie, when Charlie was in one of those studios the other day, she said something. She said, when you wake up from bed in the morning, you take your feet off your bed and put it down. You're going forward. You're not going backward. You're going forward. And she urged Liberians, to always look forward, not looking backward. If you electing the United Party government, where the United Party government that you complained from 12 years ago, the United Party government that squandered opportunity from you and I, the United Party government that got us to be where we are today. They had all the opportunity when they came in. The whole the entire international world focus was on them, pumping money into the economies, giving them every ways, paving the way for them. But yet they squander all the opportunity. Now you sinking presence to the same people. Then we're not serious people. Then we something wrong with us. We need to go for evaluation, and we have to seek psychologist attention. So that's why it is. That's why it is. So the future in the whole race is Eddie Cummings and Councillor Bronsky. I rest my case.
Thank you very much, Jan Fulula. Thank you. I think if we should go back to Liberian politics and take a survey, if you take a survey today, they will tell you, say, Madam Salif administration was one of the best administration in Liberia. That a lot of things wasn't even set up. After the war, we were masquerading here and there. We have nothing to boast of.
John Z, I want to recognize one of our presidential candidate is watching us here. Mr. Joseph Barney is watching us. Mr. Barney, we say thank you for being here. We really appreciate you for being here, Mr. Barney.
Mr. Barney, we say welcome to OP Table. You were here, I think, a few weeks back. But anyway, let me dive into the issue. Here's the thing. I think if you should come out and say, the party-like government was a problem to the Liberian people, I differ with you. What will you say about the CDC-led government? The CDC-led government, wherein they are smuggling drugs everywhere in the country. 100 million worth of cocaine have been sent to Liberia under the CDC-led government. So let me tell you something. Madam Salif, with the vice president being Mr. Bwakai. No, let me tell you, there's a reason why it's that Madam Salif doesn't want for GNB to be the next president. And there's an issue. If you know that somebody, as I am a student of administration, and I'm a student of economics and accounting, so some of these things I understand that that the people believe, leaders believe in empirical school of thought. But Madam Salif think that's the ideology. She believed that when she made sure that this man, the old man, JNB, become the president of the Republic of Liberia, he's going to do well. Because he have seen a lot. This man were ostracized in so many ways. That's one of the things that people don't understand. This man's voice were buried as a vice president. You know how women be behaving. I'm not saying things to make sure that I'm not going against the women. But I mean that lady as a president, you guys know how the war even went to Liberia. That's something we need to be diving into. We know the woman trend. We know what she have done. We know what she's capable of doing. How can you be a president and then tell your vice president, if you become president of this country, I'm going to grow a private power of a man? Who does that? That means that ego. That's the problem today we're facing.
No.
That's the problem we're facing in Liberia. But
I
don't
don't
want to
think
dive
it's
into
ego.
that issue because Madam Salif is out. Madam Salif supported the CDC-led government. She went against the Unity Party. How can you be a standard bearer and president of a country, become a former president, and then your party, you go against your party? That shows that lady have an issue. Anything that she's not that she's not part of, to go against that to the high degree. That's what she has been doing. When she came out, if JNB become president, I should grow a private power of a man. Who the same person, a very renowned and real politician, who has served on a specific, under identical political party as a president. You come and make that statement against somebody who is a senate bearer on the identical party. That was not that statement. It have no place in Liberian politics. And let me let that go and come to Mr.
But Josie, you were just be talking.
Young people who believe so much in Charlene. Lord, let me tell you, Charlene and the Cummings man will go nowhere. Charlene and Cummings will go nowhere in this election.
Says who?
They might be fifth place or fourth place down the line somewhere laying back there.
Says who?
The Charlene you are boasting of today. Let me tell you, who is she? Charlene is the daughter of the councillor, Pronsky. Pronsky went to Liberian politics. When Pronsky for the United States, I was in Liberia. When Pronsky get the point when they met Pronsky, they welcomed him in Marville. Why Pronsky there for Liberian people? Pronsky did not even take third place in any election in Liberia. Councillor Pronsky did not even take third place in any election in Liberia. Third place in Liberia election, Pronsky. So now you are going down the drain and pick up somebody who does not even know politics, who does not even have the mechanism, who does not have the charisma, who does not have the technical know-how, all because you say because she is the daughter of Charlene. Even me, I just quite a great as I see in Indianapolis. If I go to Liberia, I serve on any political party as a vice senator, I will beat Charlene in any capacity when it comes.
So you have talked lengthily. You have to give all the chance to talk.
Hold on 1 minute, Mr. Chairman. I come to the CDC-led government. I was trying to
address. You have talked past 5 minutes.
I understand. We're going to give you 10 minutes. We'll give you 10 minutes. You propound. But let my premise end. It comes to the CDC-led government. The CDC-led government is a failure to the Liberian people. The CDC-led government has no place in this coming politics, this coming election. The CDC-led government is a government that is a failure. It's a government that has carried Liberia back. You know what? Let's assume after the war in Liberia, the way Liberia was looking like before Chancellor took over, that's how Liberia have become now under the CDC-led government. There are so many secret killings. Look, we are tired of those things, man. That's way bad thing. You cannot bring killing to silence the voice of the people. So anybody who have come out to speak against the government at the end of the day, when NAFA in Morovia, you're not going to be fine anymore. It used to be NAFA in Soweto. Now it is NAFA in Morovia. NAFA people are missing. NAFA people are being killed. NAFA, the CDC-led government is setting checkpoints. NAFA, the people of Liberia are not in peace. NAFA, we cannot move freely. And we believe in democracy. Is that a democracy we preach in Liberia under the CDC-led government? I say comes October 10, 2023. The Liberian people vote out vote out the CDC-led government. This is a tyrannical leadership in Liberia. We said no to the CDC-led government. We said no to the Cummings. We said no to Charlene. Right now, we are preaching unity, and the unity party must prevail, and that's the change we want in Liberia. Thank you very much.
Well, first of all, you talk lengthily, and you overwhelm us with partial facts, and that's not good politics. I mean, it's good rhetoric though. So it's good. It's good that you put them out there. First of all, Joseph Boyka is not a change. He's you should not talk about change when you talk about Joseph Boyka. You cannot talk about someone who is in his the back end of his life, and you be talking about change for over 40 years. For over 40 years, far more, far way before I was born. For over 40 years, this man accepted pay from government. All his life in government, he has been the loudest graveyard in government. I'm telling you, the loudest graveyard, Joseph Boyka. When H. Boyma family and Backup Mafia and others were speaking about things pertaining to Liberia, Boyka was sitting there collecting check until a government that was so corrupt, though government was corrupt, a corrupt government fired Joseph Boyka. A corrupt government fired Joseph Boyka. And he was young then. He had the energy, he had the enthusiasm, the charisma to speak up, to say something, to go out there, to demonstrate, to protest, to change the system. At the time he was young, where was his rescue or message? When Liberia needed to be rescued from the hands of Doe and Charles Taylor, where was Joseph Boyka? Where was that rescue message? Now you are talking about rescuing Liberia. Do you want to tell me that George Weah was worse than Charles Taylor in leadership? Absolutely not. But he sat there under Charles Taylor, didn't say anything. He was still like a graveyard, loud like a graveyard. And he expected us to fight our own fight, cry our own cry, when we were under a tyrannic government. Now, Ellen gave him the opportunity of his life. That's the opportunity of his lifetime he was given to run as the VP to Ellen. Look, I can tell you right now, without that position, had Ellen picked someone different, Joseph Boyka would be nowhere in our politics today. It's because he ran as the VP to Ellen. That's why we're even looking at him. That's how he became relevant. Joseph Boyka owe Ellen a lot. So when you see the fact that they are going at Ellen today, insulting her, trying to close her, trying to even know what she did for this man, it's just outright ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The man should really, in spite of anything that is going on right now between he and Ellen, he should try to mend that. That's the first sign of good leadership. A man that can hold grudge is not a good leader. A man that can hold grudge is not a good leader. That's your second time you will be running. That's your second time you'll be running without the endorsement of your former boss. Your second time. 2017, and it was nowhere to be around. Now, 2023, and he cannot even mention the name Joseph Boyka. No, can Joseph Boyka even go and talk good thing about Ellen? Because he's inside of him, like he's overwhelmed with grudge, animosity, and you want to be a leader. Someone who gave you an opportunity of a lifetime. And you sitting back and allowing all these young people around you to go ahead and disgrace her and whatsoever. Look, I don't like Ellen. I'm not one that will preach her gospel. But if anybody should be standing by Ellen or be saying something today, it's Joseph Boyka. She took a man from somewhere down in Lofa. Like, barely knew he was not even significant in our politics. She took him and carried him to where he is right now. For 12 years. 12 years you are standing by her side. So if you wanted to rescue all the after the first stage, look, you're supposed to tell Ellen, say, look, I can't be here no longer. I cannot. You know what Tiawon Gonglo did? Gonglo left Ellen. That was his protest. That was his loudest protest. But Boyka sat with Ellen for 12 years, collected check. No, he didn't rescue us then. When Ellen and UP, they started squandering money, and he said, we squander opportunity. Oh, so you squander opportunity, then you want to rescue us? So the same people that created the wounds that we are dealing with, this massive injury, and you guys want to just talk about we are. Liberia started having problems far before we are. Because we are came into power when you guys were already printing money. When you are printing money. That's how we noticed about the money that was stolen or the money that was incontinent or whatsoever. We didn't initiate that. And Joseph Boyka, he was the head of the Senate. Head of the Senate. Now, someone can argue that he cannot vote. It's absolutely right, he cannot vote. But as a head of a Senate, even though he's allowed to vote when there's a tiebreaker for which the opportunity was not afforded him at the time, but as head of the Senate, you should use your lobbying power. That's good leadership. You should tell the people in the Senate that the concession agreement you guys passing, I don't support it. I don't think it's right for the Liberian people. As head of the Senate, nobody was stopping you from speaking up. Nobody put duct tape to your lip. Nobody. So while it's true that you cannot vote, your mouth, you can still use it. You can still go down to Broad Street and tell the Liberian people the Senate is passing this bill that I'm not in favor of. They are feeding themselves. The 30,000, they are giving themselves 30,000. I'm not in favor of that. But you know what he was doing? He was collecting envelope. And then again, he continued. The one thing that he used to do all his life for 40 plus years in government is to be a graveyard. That's the one thing he's used to doing. Now, y'all want a graveyard to bring change. Anything that is there cannot change things. It's there. It's long gone. His voice, his opinion, they are all dead. As far as we're concerned, we respect him as an old man, but we don't care about his opinion and his voice because they cannot change the trajectory of the nation at this very moment. Now you got to talk about Charlene and Cummings before I get to Yan. Look, you made mention of her father running and he didn't perform well. You cannot compare what her father did with her. You see, things are changing. You see, that's the thing you got to understand. Obama won election in America in 2008. You know who? Like another black man, capable, well outspoken, Jesse Jackson. The time Jesse Jackson put his foot in the race, it was not the right time. Politics is about time. Bronskin, Councilor Bronskin, Charles Walter Bronskin was a good candidate. Charles Walter Bronskin was going to be a very good candidate for Liberia, but it was just not his time. So if you're trying to compare the failure of her father to her present moment in politics, you are mistaken. This guy is here to stay.
You are speaking for our 10 minutes.
No, this guy is the new breed. No, I'm washing my time. You went.
I'm watching it as well. Your time, I don't think it's right.
No, I'm watching it. And then you want to tell us that this girl is not going to perform because of what? No, you can't do that. Charlene is the new money. She's in everybody's pocket.
Oh,
Both.
where they spend hoe? She ain't everybody pocket. Shit.
So the thing is, the
Charlie,
thing
you know
is,
what?
the thing is, you cannot put Jeremiah Kuhn in the same room with Charlene and you think Jeremiah Kuhn will perform. Absolutely not.
Really?
We
Not.
want that debate. We want that debate. We want to see that
We're
debate.
welcome to
But
debate right
Kuhn
now.
cannot outperform Charlene, even though
Jamaica,
Kuhn has been in the Senate.
Jamaica.
Kuhn has been in the Senate for so long as the Ways and Means chairperson, telling George Weah say we need 5 million here, 10 million here, and 14 million in my pocket. That's what Kuhn has been doing. Ways and Means chair on the Senate. You call that rescue? Come on, man. You guys gotta be playing. Young Vula, you can go
That's
ahead.
what I say. Go ahead, Mr. Fulula.
Yes. John Z sitting here and telling us that Joseph Boakai is the change is an insult to
I
my
gotta go to the
generation.
comment section as well.
It's an insult to my generation. Sitting here telling us that Joseph Boakai is the change is an insult to this generation, the 25th generation. It's an insult to our generation. It's an insult to you as a layman. Hold on. You saying something, John Z?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. So it is an insult. We cannot sit here. We say we're going to school. We are exposed, with all the information to our disposal, and still go back to get somebody who don't know what they are doing. Everything they have done in the past, it only benefit their pocket. Then we go for them to come and make change for us. First of all, you gave Joseph Boakai their phone, he would not know how to operate it. So he don't even know the language of this generation. If you cannot know how to operate this phone, you don't know the language of this generation. So what type of change are we expecting from this kind of man? What type of change? Yes, the man in his government, in the door government that he worked for, as a young man, don't massacre 13 people. Massacre 13 people in the name of corruption. But yet, yesterday, Joseph Boakai was a vice president. He came to us and told us that it's corner opportunity, corruption. 66 Booker concession were passed. One were passed. Not that you look at it went fair. 2 were passed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Before we go all the way to 50 to 60, 66. You can't tell me, say, Joseph Boakai didn't know what the Liberian people were going through with all the concessions that were passing as a president sitting over the Senate who have the influence to negotiate. He could use the envelope that was given to the Senate to pass those 66 Booker concession to use that envelope to transform that 66 Booker concession to a good concession that will benefit. But yet, he and Ma Ellen were there. Ma Ellen was passing the envelope through him. He was delivering the envelope to those guys to pass the concession. Then you're going to sit here to tell me that this man is a change to my generation? That's an insult to my education. That's an insult to me. That's an insult to you as a young man as well. Now, advocating. It is an insult to us. We cannot sit here to make that kind of decision. I always say this example. My father can come and give me an excuse for the decision he made in the past. I will a little bit consider his decision. Because why? Before information could reach to him, he will have to buy newspaper to read it. He will have to wait for information to reach him, few 6-7 months before that information could reach him. But what excuse do you and I have to give to our children?
Thank you.
What
Thank you very
excuse?
much. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
I'll
not
respond to
there
that.
yet. Oh, you have to for 2 to 10 minutes.
No, you get time. You
I
get
have a
time.
call. I have a call. That's why I'm saying thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
I
No,
will-
let
the
it
man
call
gotta-
let
the
it
man
call
gotta
with
continue.
man.
The
Go
man gotta
ahead.
continue.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So,
The
what
call will wait. Go
excuse?
ahead.
What excuse do you, John Z, me, Nyan, Joseph Sele, have to give our children for all the wrong decision that we're trying to make right now by bringing Joseph Boakai as a change to us?
I will respond to that. I'll respond to that lengthily. I'll respond to that. I'll respond to that.
We don't have no excuse. We do
I
not
do.
have no excuse. But anyway, yeah. So let us sit down and make a rational decision that will lay the foundation for the generation before us, ahead of us, the generation ahead of us. If this generation, my generation, if their generation don't lay the foundation that we need, Nigeria will never ever be to the where we want it to be.
Thank you. The number to call is 317-717-1162. The number to call is 317-717-1162. We have our brother Jamache. Jamache is on the phone. Jamache, yeah, welcome Open Table. How you doing, Mr. Che?
Good afternoon, Open Table. How are you?
We are doing good, Mr. Che.
Yeah, I called to demystify some of the myths that has been spoken by Mr. Jan Bolule as it relates to Joseph Walker. You see, Jan always tries to overemphasize things that he don't grapple with, especially when it comes to the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is that we should be discussing what's best for Liberia instead of discussing who's going to take the country forward with discussing a single person, Joseph Walker, all of the time. The age gap between Mr. Walker and Mr. Cummings is almost the same. You're in the most free and the best country on the planet Earth. You have an 80 years old man running for re-election. How has that affected America in any way, in the first place? We have this setup. People of age, they got younger generation that can go for things and they fail the people. We have an example. We had somebody taking power when he was 51 years old. And now, 6 years later, we see what the country has been drawn into. So it's not about age or who has failed his generation. The generation of Mr. Walker is the same generation of Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings should be 68 years old. So they are in the same generation. So for your generation to be talking about, for either of the two, it makes me feel like you just talk about generational change, but you don't understand the emphasis laid towards generational change. If you talk about generational change, you should be focused on even the gun room, the Bassa, the Cummings. They are all of the same order. They are all of the same people. It's only about choice that the Liberian people go to the polls to make to choose one of these people and to retain Mr. Weir. So when you're talking about failing a generation, it's in your mindset, it's in the psyche. If you think a generation has failed, for you, young, who I know is studying for a doctorate, you have not failed because you decided to cross the line and improve your life. The bulk of the Liberian people that are at home, this real change. And this change could come either way for the exception of Mr. Weir. So we cannot be bashing each other in the opposition instead of pushing the path of the matter to rescue Liberia or to fix Liberia through out of the opposition people other than Mr. Weir. That's why we should be preaching in the opposition community. But every time we're talking about who has equality, you forget about Mr. Weir. Mr. Weir is slowly stealing the show. As opposition, let us all galvanize our resources and our meager ends to make sure that we preach the message of removing Weir. That's the whole mic. I'm not against Mr. Cummings' bid. I'm not against Mr. Gongolo's bid or Mr. Walker's bid because they are all in opposition. The opposition is going to provide a change. The opposition is going to provide a fixing. The opposition is going to provide a rescue. And that's why we should focus on leading people in their old ages because the old order has been the order of the day. And the people who you think are in your age range, even Mr. Weir is 56 now, he's not in your age range. He's not in your age range. So when we're talking about young people to lead a country, we're not just talking about young people. We're talking about young people with a quality. Charlie is an upcoming politician. We understand that. There's still another gap to cover. There's still another road to travel on. She has this thing in her, and people believe in her, and we pray for the best. But now, our trajectory should be focused. Our whole team should be focused on the regime that is in power now. What can we do to unseat these people? So any other contrary message, I might call back to counter. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of Jamache. We have one of the presidential candidates, Joseph Bani. Joseph Bani was calling, and I'm going to call him back. Joseph Bani, president candidate, the People's Party. Hello, Mr. Bani.
Yeah, hello, sir.
You are loving up table. How you doing, Mr. Bani?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Hey, man, let's be friends with the Liberian people, Jeremy. If you're hearing me, people, it is better for us to tell the truth than to stop biting the wrong. Those four candidates that are standing, or against George Weah, where George Weah is one of the four anyway. None of them is fit to be president of this country. Yeah, let's be real to the Liberian people. Look, we should not hang on evil because we want something. Okay, with Charlene, she is an intelligent lady, and I really applaud her. But if she had this desire to help the Liberian people, there is no way she should hang on a corrupt person to make her case. She could go as independent, or she could even head her father party. So yeah, let's not be running into the arms of these corrupt people and making them an angel and trying to support another corrupt man. Every one of them corrupt. What make them better from George Weah? And like this guy was talking about Joseph Boakai. How long has this man not been in government and have not shown anything? If the government will fire him for corruption, he deceived Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. This is why Ellen Johnson Sirleaf does not want to see him in the presidency, because Ellen Johnson is saying, you are my VP. You should have been giving me heads up. You are in the House of the Senate. All the deals that come through in government got to pass through the Senate, and you were sitting out there with all the bad things that were going on. You will come and tell me it was good. It's now that you are the angel and I am the demon? Hell no, Joseph Boakai, you will not be president. And that's her position. And I support her for that. But if you are going to give someone who trusts you, you're going to continue to give the person wrong advice, and that person goes wrong, and then you become the clean man, that person will not want to see you. Joseph Boakai deceived Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and he's deceiving the Liberian people by going around lying that he's poor, getting millions of dollars for 12 years. I'm not talking about the one he stole the bike behind. So yeah, in 5 years, Mr. Boakai, you poor. That's a daggone lie, and you need to get off the Liberian people's face. And I, Joseph Biden, even if I don't go anywhere and I live in Liberia, Joe, it's Joe to Joe, I will be one of the loud speakers against your government. Thank you.
Thank you. Before you go, but you said even if you don't go nowhere, so are you thinking that Joe Boakai going to win the election so that you can be the louder voice in Liberia?
If Joe Boakai wins, I'm not going to determine that. I really pray that he should not go that far. I really will pray. I would rather take a prisoner from South Beach to be the president than any of these guys. Tewan Gonglo that's running around today. He was one of the founders of Rebel Group that destroyed Liberia, starting from Lofa County.
Which one? Which one? The Rebel Group?
Tewan Gonglo. I can challenge him of that. Is a TRC testimony. TRC, and he went on TRC and lied about it. He didn't even say anything about it. He was one of the founders of the Nimba Defense Force. Okay? And now how can you form Rebel Force to destroy Liberia? Now you know how to clean corruption. You were working in Ellen Johnson government as Solicitor General. Why you didn't prosecute Robert Sirleaf? Why you didn't prosecute any of those corrupt people in government? But resigned after he got his own share of the Firestone deal? That today, retirees from Firestone can't get their retirement money because they stole the money. Oh, Tewan Gonglo, that now you're the poor man lawyer? Hell no, man, you are a corrupt guy. And those are some of you will be the one that I would be muffin, bad muffin.
Thank you. Mr. President Aspirant. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, the question is, do you have any documentation proving that Tewan Gonglo supported Nimba Defense Force?
TRC got a document. TRC, look, if I were to become president of this country, we will bring all of those records from TRC and evaluate them. I'm telling you.
Thank
TRC open everything. There is a man who worked directly in the Nimba Defense Force that confessed. And it's on record, except if TRC personnel will destroy evidences, and that will go against them. But all the evidences are on TRC record.
Thank you.
Okay, I followed TRC record, and it was clearly said that Tewan Gonglo was one of the founders of the Nimba Defense Force, except they will erase that clause.
Thank you very much.
To succeed.
Thank you. I think based on your funding, your information you gave, then we'll try our course one day to have Jerome Veria. Jerome Veria is in Minnesota. We'll try to get him on the show to get some clarity on that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
was one of the founders of the Nimba Defense Force. That's the only way. Let me see it. If it is wrong, I will apologize to Tewan Gongo. But Tewan Gongo is a rebel founder of Liberia that destroyed Liberia. He should not be president. Anyone who has blood on their hand should not be president. Every one of you guys are running under the umbrella of impunity. This is the time Liberia will need to get rid of this impunity and bring all of these people to justice so that investors can come into this country. And that's my position.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was the voice of one of the president's parents, Republic of Liberia, Joseph Bani. Thank you very much. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Jeremiah Che. Jeremiah Che is calling back. Jeremiah Che. Hello, Che.
Hello.
You are live on Open Table.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You see, Mr. Josie and the chairman, the reason why Liberia has the problem that we have today is because of the likes of Mr. Bani. Mr. Bani, a politician with zero constituents, will sit on the air and critique people, whereas he himself in opposition running for the same job. And he has zero record in public service. Zero record in public service.
Che, your background is kind of noisy. Can you change your location, please?
Okay, I will call back.
Okay. That was the voice of Jeremiah Che. Jeremiah Che is saying that Mr. Bani have zero record when it comes to the presidency and that of Liberian politics and politics as well in Liberia. Thank you very much, that was Jeremiah Che. Mr. Volula, go ahead. I'm sorry that we hijacked your conversation.
No, you are fine. You are fine, Mr. Bani. Mr. Bani, I really want to see the record that Tiawan Gonglo really took part in the in forming a rebel group. That's why I asked which one of the rebel group, but the
Nimba Defense Force.
Yeah,
you are from Nimba.
No, I don't know much about all the rebel group. I don't know much about all the rebel groups. So, like I was saying, my dear brother. So, like Chie was saying, right? Chie, look, let's be honest to ourselves.
Mr. Florida, before you go, I got a question. Are you aware of Nimba Defense Force?
No, I'm not.
So there was no foreign faction of faction in Liberia called Nimba Defense Force?
It might have existed. I don't know much about it. I was small during the war, and I don't know. It's something I want to go research.
Aspirin Johnson, he don't want to use the rebel Benin.
Asking real quick, we're on the show.
Prince Johnson is used to rebel Benin. I'm pretty sure he's aware of Nimba Defense Force.
Well, anyway, the boys stay in your code. Go ahead.
Yeah. So like Mr. Che was saying, Mr. Che, I just want to respond to you. You know, let's be honest to ourselves. We are talking about change. George Weah is out of the picture already. We know George Weah will not be elected. And we know already the Liberian people are resolved that George Weah will not going back for the second term. So our focus here.
If you say that you're muffing the chairman, like the chairman party, CDC.
The CPP, George Weah is not their worry. The CPP is trying to enlighten the mind of our electors in the country, of the voters, especially the newer generation, the first-time voter that don't know the in and out of the voting arena. The CPP trying to tell them that Joseph Baka is not the option here. Do not be carried away by names. Do not be carried away by crowd. Do not be carried away by the loudest voice in the market. You know, the loudest noise around you. Don't be carried away by it. The loudest noise, they are only there for their own pocket. Tomorrow, if Joseph Baka elected, Joseph Baka will definitely squander more opportunities like he did the past 12 years. He will squander more opportunities. It is an insult. I will continue to say that it is an insult to the generation to bring Joseph Baka in our face to say he's the change. It is an insult to this technology generation. It is an insult. Joseph Baka, he's not even honest to himself before he can be honest to the country. You know, look, let me tell you, you are comparing Joseph Baka with Joe Biden. Joe Biden get record. Joe Biden get record all around the globe. advocating for liberation of nations. I'm not talking about just liberation of one country, but nations. Joe Biden on record. Tell me, Joseph Boakai, what? Tell me one thing. Point and one thing that Joseph Boakai has stood for in the country that have benefited ordinary Liberian. You're talking about Joe Biden? Joe Biden has the effort right to even become president until he died in office. Because what? He stood up for a cause for the nation around the world. He stood up. His record are there in South Africa. His record are there in how you call it? How you call that nation in the Southern America area here? His record are there.
All right, you don't know that. You don't know the country. Let's move on. We have a caller on the line. Thank you very much, Jan Fulula. Who comparing Joseph Boakai with that of Joe Biden? I mean Joseph. Let's say
Joe Biden.
Joseph Biden. Joe Biden.
Not Biden.
Yeah, Biden. Joseph Biden. Yeah, thank you very much. Anyway, we have a caller on the phone. Jeremiah Che.
Hello. Yeah, you see, it's like trying to convince a person with a fixated mind. Mr. Vula's mind has been fixed already, and so there's no need to convince him. But let me remind you, Jan Vula, that the very party you support today, the ANC headed by Mr. Alexander Cummings, is a subsidiary, was a breakaway from the CDC. And they broke away because of policy differences, or they are embedded, they are the same people. The fact that you'll be on air today and tell the Liberian people that and Mr. Weir is not a threat, he's not going back. So now you switch your pendulum on the United Party, it makes me baffled. First of all, the incumbent is in a race, then you say he's not going back, you are sure that he's not going back. Then it's an in-house stuff. But now you are battling all over as to whether Mr. Boakai has the capability to replace him. Well, let me tell you something. The power play in Liberia is such a strange thing. After you try successfully over a period of time, Liberian people will give you the job. This is not the time for Mr. Cummings. And you and I know that. This is not the time for Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings might come in 29 very strong. We, the same people that are on the other side, will be the same people who support Mr. Cummings later on. Because we know Liberian people can try you and test you. That's how we operate. Until the day you cast a ballot in Liberia, you don't know Liberia yet. Still be an American. You don't know Liberia. Liberian people pay people over a period of time. Liberian people don't pay people because of the sentiment. If you know Joseph Boakai is not a threat, why will you keep attacking him? And leave we are. Why you don't attack no other person? At the end of the day, you will run to your uncle party, Mr. Congo. That's how you operate. So we all say this thing. If you run to the other side, we will tell you that we are politicians who met team. When we met because there's one thing that Liberian people need now is to replace we are. And you can't guarantee Liberian people that Mr. Cummings will replace we are. And I want to say something to the other politician who called, Mr. Bani. Mr. Bani, you are one of the reasons why Liberia is what it is today. If you will be great, a country of 5.2 million persons that you can even galvanize even 100% who believe in your political or discourse to even run for president is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You should be focused on joining a movement that will help educate our people on the right things. But you're jumping in a race. But now we're in America. At the end of the day, you will go down there. If you don't win, you will start to do pay for play. Or you want to criticize people talking about TRC, talking about this who brought rebel group. These are alarming accusations. And we are not ready for that. We are not ready for that. You can't compare what Joseph Boakai has done in our country to what you have done. Yeah, people barely know you. Then you want to run in a country of 5.2 million human beings. Who know you? You don't even have a running mate yet, but you're standing there on the air criticizing people. Focus in-house when you come up big. But don't put your money where your mouth is. Don't put fingers around Joseph Boakai when you know you are not of the same pedigree. You understand me? Liberian people don't need to be deceived by the likes of you, Mr. Bani. Mr. Bani, you can't even be town chief in Liberia right now. The people don't know you. So please, when we're talking about removing CDC, we're not talking about the likes of Mr. Bani to do the job. You're entitled to your one vote and not one vote only. Don't confuse the Liberian people by running for president. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of Jeremiah Che. That's what Jeremiah Che is saying that Mr. Joseph Bani will only get one vote. He will vote for himself, and he will not govern our people in Liberia. I don't think that's true. This may have its own political party in Liberia. They have been certified by NET, a National Election Commission. I think he got people on the ground, and people are doing well. His people are doing well in Liberia. Mr. Che, I don't think that's right, but anyway, you are entitled to your opinion. That's how it's going to be. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, I will respond to Nyan Volula before I come back to you because I think Nyan is the last on this side and I'm the first this way. We pass you. You did your stuff, and now it's my time. Thank you very much. Everyone for watching, and I'm about to elucidate on the show because I believe that
I'm watching your time. I'm watching your time.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, the issue about Mr. Volula.
I'm watching your time. You can go ahead.
Yeah, watch my time. I'm watching it as well. It's 3:16. Thank you very much. Mr. Volula came out. He said that he was comparing, he was having some comparison between Charlene and that of Mr. Jeremiah Kuhn. Where in the world, in politics, that you will compare the senator with somebody who have no political career? It's like comparing Nyan Volula to, let's say, Nyombli Kanga. Nyan Volula in the United States, Nyan Volula. Comparing Nyan Volula to Nyombli Kanga Lawrence. That's why Nyan Volula is doing to compare Jeremiah Kuhn to Charlene. Who knows Charlene, first of all? Who understands Charlene is a promising lady? A young lady who is in Liberia. People say, yeah, Charlene. Her father legacy. And the legacy you are even carrying, it wasn't even good. Why will you be boasting of Charles Bruskin as a Liberian politician who have done nothing? I think even Tipote, Tipote have a name in Liberia, then you're Charles Walker Bruskin. Even Barker Matthew, when we're talking about the struggle, people who fought for the struggle, the Liberian people struggle. When we're talking about Moja, the movement of justice in Africa, when talking about people that we're putting people together, talking about the movement of justice in Africa, Moja, movement of justice in Africa, talking about people that stood in the gap. We're talking about whole Africa. Where was Charles Walker Bruskin? When Charles Walker Bruskin went to Liberia, when he put money to the airport, and that was the end of his political career. Anyway, I think I have a call. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on, if it's for us. Hello? Are you calling on the show?
Well, so
no, this call is not for the show. I'm sorry, But there's the issue. Young Volula, there is no way on planet Earth you can compare Jeremiah Kuhn to that of Charlene Bruskin when it comes to Liberian politics. No, Liberian people are resolved. The first thing Liberian people believe in is to remove the tyrannical leadership that is the CDC-led government that killing people in Liberia, wherein you cannot even move in the night in Liberia. Monrovia have become a ghost town, nighttime. So with all of these things, I know even me, I'm talking right here, maybe they'll be thinking that, oh, maybe they're in Liberia, they're looking for me right now, but I'm in the United States. CDC-led government, I'm in the United States, you can't find me, I'm right here. That's why I'm discussing the government, and I know very well that the government is misleading us. And Nyan Volula is coming with another thing, Cummings. No, Cummings is not a young man. You always say, Mr. Joseph Walker is an old man. Cummings is not a young man. Cummings is above his 50. Somebody who above that 50 going to that 60, they're not young anymore. That's old man as well. That's an old man. And this old man have done nothing. He have no track record when it comes to politics in Liberia. Why you want to bring a novice to Liberian politics? That is the same novice we brought to Liberian politics today. People are masquerading in the street of Monrovia. If you speak out, you are a dead man. George Weah, we have brought novice to Liberian politics because your feeder, he plays soccer all around Europe and in Africa. Now you brought this man to us. Where are we? Where is Liberia today? Liberia is one of the worst countries ever in Africa, in the world. Even in West Africa, we are the least. In West Africa, we are the least. We gain
Where it started from? It started from Unity Party government.
Independence since 1847. Where are we? We were founded in 1822. Where are we? The oldest country in Africa. But George Weah, said that he's doing thing for the Liberian people. He's there smuggling drugs in the country to damage the future leaders of our country. Is that what you're going to do? Come October 10, 2023, I urge my people in Liberia to remove George Weah immediately without delay. George Weah, October 10, 2023 will be your last term. And that's how the Liberian people are already resolved. And the change right now in Liberia is Joseph Nimba and that of Mr. Kuhn. And there's nothing going to change that. When Liberian people are resolved, they are resolved. So I'm so sorry for Joseph Saleh over there, who's supporting the CDC government. He sees the truth, but he doesn't want to say the truth. And we have to desist from these things. Where the fight belongs, let it be there. I understand this man has served in government, according to you, 40 years. All right, so you expect this man to serve in the government for 40 years and take his salary and give it to the people? That's what you say. He said the man served in the government and then his salary, he didn't do anything. So you expect you, Joseph Saleh, to work in the government, your salary, you take it and share with the people of Grand Crew. Are you going to do that? The answer is no. You don't follow that. Are you going to work in the government as a, let's say, finance minister and take your salary and carry to Nimba County and share it in the street to the street people?
But don't say you are poor. Don't say you are poor when you are collecting millions.
You're going to be the finance minister. You're going to take his money,
6 minutes. 6 minutes.
To Nimba County and share it to the people.
We
say no to that. That's not how politics works. Politics doesn't work that way. If any of you guys can set your memory very right, just say Nimba can have a school in his county.
Where he have a school?
You have gone over 6 minutes. You have gone over 6 minutes.
So this man have a school. He's educating the mind of the Liberian people.
Joseph Boyka have a school.
Anyway, I will rest my case and come back. If there's any other counter argument, we're going to argue that. But the issue is, I tell the Liberian people, come October 10, 2023, the way forward is Mr. Joseph Boyka. And that'll
first of all, you're not just give half baked information or half lies on your rhetoric. Bring your rhetoric and cook with lies and stuff. But here's the thing. Please let us know the school that Joseph Boyka have in Lofa.
Now I want to know.
What's the name of the school?
Joseph Boyka Elementary School. Yeah.
Joseph Nimba Boyka Elementary School.
Yeah, we part of Lofa.
Ifoya.
I'm a fan of Jerry now.
Yeah, well, you're not making research.
Joseph Boyka never used his money to open school. That's a lie.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lie. That's a lie, and that's a lie. But we'll not allow you to. You cannot. Joseph Boyka has never used his own money to open school in Lofa. Absolutely not true. So don't go ahead. The only person you can say open school as Cummings. Cummings school is right there in Monrovia. You can go and see it. His school is out there. But
and Jeremiah Kuhn, Mr. Chairman, sorry, and Jeremiah Kuhn, he own a school and the hospital is coming from the budget. Coming from the budget. He get millions of dollars in the budget for his school and the hospital he got.
Jeremiah Kuhn a clinic and school, because he's on the Ways and Means Committee, so he been receiving money from the CDC budget, the CDC government budget, the budget for the country. Jeremiah Kuhn or PYJ receiving money from. You see, that's the thing about it. Joseph Boyka says he's a good leader and he wants to rescue people, but Joseph Boyka had a wise decision to make. Yombly was with you all through the mud, the ups and the down. And you This old man. That's what you see. The thing about it is, you guys keep telling us that the man can make decision. The man is a good man, or whatsoever, with decision making or whatsoever, and that is ridiculous. The first good decision making opportunity keep right at his doorstep. Their choice to pick your VP, Joseph Boyka, good man, wise man. Y'all say he's a wise old man or whatsoever. Let's go. You have this opportunity, this golden opportunity to tell the Liberian people that you can do this job. VP pay what he did. Score D. VP pay he score D. And I don't know what Youngly is just behind Joseph Boyka, and she's just forcing herself on the man and what.
They don't put it on.
Let him speak.
After this man disgrace you. I call that disgrace. Disgrace you. Because Youngly, you were all in the trenches, all in the mud. You stood by him to lie on Cummings, and you took him to the courthouse. Youngly fought for the VP position. She fought for the VP position. And Joseph Boyka gave her the back door. And he went all the way to Nimba County.
He went to CDC. He went to CDC. Not even Nimba County. He went to CDC to grab somebody from CDC.
Yeah, he took someone. Yes, the men are talking about rescuing. He took someone who is part of the problem you guys complain about today. Jeremiah Kuhn is on the Ways and Means Committee. He's the chairperson. The money that you see passing around today in Liberia about develop the road and do this work whatsoever, Jeremiah Kuhn is playing a part of that. Jeremiah Kuhn took the money and he carried some to Nimba County and put it in your own private stuff. It's not for the government. A private hospital is not for the government. Jeremiah Kuhn took the money and carried to and give it to PYJ, a political godfather, and put it in their school. So when the time comes for George Weah for him to go back, because that's what they are used to. Jeremiah Kuhn and PYJ, they are 419. PYJ teaching him how to be a 419 man. They want to play deal with George Weah and tell George Weah, say, oh, this whatsoever. Weah said no. Weah is over here hustling for campaign money. Weah can give cool money to put into a hospital where it's campaign time. Weah said no. I'm not giving you PYJ money. And PYJ get this idea that everything is fighting for the Nimba County people. You fighting for the Nimba County people, you build a school that is in your name. As a senator, you're supposed to give it to the Nimba County people. Say you want to fight for the Nimba County people, say I build a free school for Nimba County people, or this school is for Nimba. It's not for me. You fighting for your own pocket. It's the very same thing Jeremiah Kuhn did. Jeremiah Kuhn opened his own private hospital and saying fighting for the Nimba County people. Anybody who is ready fighting for people, they'll give things to them. So these guys, they are 419 good 419 students.
So when you mean 419, what do you mean?
Oh, if you don't know 419, then you don't know about it. Because PYJ ask PYJ from Nigeria, you know what 419 is. 419 is they're always going around to joke people. They make it deal. They're trying to go and steal people. They're into clandestine activity. That's what PYJ and Jeremiah Kuhn are. But PYJ, I don't believe for one bit that he's a man of God, that he's a born again person anyway, because people be calling him a political rep leader or whatsoever, or men that kill people, that you cannot come stand for me and hold the Bible. It's the same thing. Ellie cannot go stand on the pulpit and listen to Ellie. I can now listen to PYJ as a born again Christian, so forget that. But if you guys want to talk about change, and you guys want to talk about George Weah,
thank you very much.
I don't get it. No. I own 3 minutes. You went for 6.
No, you hit your 5 minutes now. I'm taking it.
It's right here. It's right here. Don't be interrupting me because you went for over 6.
That's what I'm saying. Well, go ahead.
You went for over 6. But look, the truth of the matter is the people around you.
You don't have to know who on the phone. I will reveal it.
The truth of the matter is the people around Joseph Boyka, they are just around Joseph Boyka for opportunity. They want to. They're trying to get opportunity to go back home, to go spend the opportunity again, because that's the good thing. That's what they are used to. all the around our old men for is to go back when to go squander opportunity. So if you guys want to change things, maybe you guys should start looking at Zara Kume and other people or whatsoever. That maybe you can give them the opportunity.
So you don't want Jawia no more. You want Cummings?
So for you to say, you guys want to change things and you guys take it CDC people because Kun been eating on the table with George Weah ever since for 5 years that George Weah little brother, Jeremiah Kun and George Weah little brother, he's been eating on the table, Danny. Now look at RIA road. George Weah is paving the road already. You understand? You know, change is coming gradually. Look at some of the things. Your LFA.
Can you hold your touch smart so we have a caller? The caller is on the phone.
All right, go ahead with the caller.
Thank you very much. Hello, Jamache.
How you doing? See, you know, anytime I like to deal with people who seem conflicted. Honorable chairman in the studio is conflicted. 1 minute he's going on a travel line with cousin George Weah. The next minute he's with ANC, and the other minute he tries to tell you Mr. Boyka has the experience. Now let me say this. The thing here is we're discussing these things. Even though I know my brother Ian discussed like rent politics with a lot of anger when it comes to ANC, and some people discuss it with supposition, it's supposed to be nobody tells a presidential candidate who to pick for his running mate. In politics, we have what we call alignment and realignment. There can be a time in a political dispensation where the political leader will say, I might go with this person. Look who all came into the fray. There were several names. And today, some people say got grudge for Ambassador Boyka because they were not selected. Well, Honorable Yomli Kanga Lawrence chose to be the bigger person.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah.
You didn't choose me, yes. But I believe in the political ideology of rescuing the country. I support you, Mr. Political Leader. And at the end of the day, I'm from another political party. But what is the bigger picture? Liberia. So if all of our politicians were thinking in that direction, I think if in these elections, if Mr. Cummings was the front runner, and Mr. Boyka knows there's no chance, he doesn't have the chance, he will get that support to Mr. Cummings. But on the other way around, Mr. Cummings' supporter will tell you, say, no, there's only one job that was made for you. You need to be, and you got to be, and you must be president. That's not how people do alignment and realignment. People criticizing the political leader for choosing Jeremiah Kun today. Well, that gap's open. It would have been anybody. He could have chosen Lima Bowie or everybody. But you know there was other things that went on before they did the selection process. Lima Bowie wrote an article criticizing Ambassador Boyka. And it's not one of VOA and BBC to discuss an article. So with that person, you cannot be with me under the same belief and under the same idea, and you criticize me. So she was not chosen. We would have been a female. Yomli, your political party is in disarray. We know Musa Bene get half of it, and the other person get half of it. Then like Solomon in the power, we won't split the debate into two. We know when we choose you, you must belong to a political party. Now, the person who Ambassador Boyka chose to be his running mate, Honorable Kun, is the political leader of now MDR. He was a standard bearer.
MDR was funded by who?
He was running as
a man who was caught on camera, who is on national president. A man who was caught on camera setting a certain president. MDR was funded by
the color is protected. You're on the show. The color is protected. On our chair, you're protected, sir.
Thank you, sir. Don't discuss politics with anger.
No, I'm not discussing politics with anger. I'm just making you understand.
And that's how Ambassador Boyka chose him to be his running mate. Now, Charlie Bronsky was running as representative. But then, Mr. Cummings looked between the line of all the candidates in the war. He said, okay, I will go with Charlie Bronsky, which is a fair deal. I bring a youthful face, say I'm Asian as well, which is a good thing. That's why you don't see me get on air and try to critique Mr. Cummings or Mr. Boyka. I know that like the thing that I bring going through now, it is that way we are, but he's perpetuating it. So that's why we want to change him.
Yeah, it started with Joseph Boyka. It started with Joseph Boyka and the concession.
They're forgetting the root cause of the whole thing.
Local this is our birthright. We all have the right to discuss it. So when you can't discuss it with anger, so many people there, somebody wrote something about you.
No anger in my voice.
Somebody wrote about you, yeah. Somebody wrote an article on you and said you hope to become the person, the head of the person with Cummings with. You want me to believe somebody wrote it? These are sentiments you always fly with. Don't be a fly by that politician. Study the landscape and understand.
Oh my goodness.
You understand me?
Who wrote the article?
I see me in the community, they say you troublemaker. Are you troublemaker? Have I seen you making trouble? So I want you to believe people. Once you see the evidence, but if you don't see evidence, don't come and come.
But I get evidence of MDR, the funnel and MDR slaughtering a certain president on national TV. I get evidence for that.
That is another topic. We don't want to dive into that.
Yeah, we want to dive into that. That's part of the discussion.
You told us your future was taken away from you. But now you live your best life. It's about your brothers and sisters you left back home. It's not no longer that particular about you. But what I want to say is that there's no party they call NTR that slaughter the Liberian people. Johnson told you in his defense that they were slaughtering your brothers, the Gio people. And you are part of the Gio, the amount of people have been slaughtered by the then military regime of Samuel. So he came in to intervene when the Trudeau people in the world, the Nimba Ray, you knew about all that. So when the war came, he took side, which is normal. Everybody takes sides in war. Now, after the war, you know how many years we left from war? We still be talking about war story?
The one that killed cannot liberate.
You got 4 months of election or less, then you're talking about who. We should be talking about how to better the country. So when you become head of president tomorrow, when we talk, you throw in jail, is that what you want to do? You want to believe everything that people say? So yeah, let's be calm. The battle is not between us. It's not between Mr. Cummings and Mr. Burger. This battle here, one person will be the victor, and now victor will come from the opposition. That's what I know.
It's between.
So, Mr. Chair, before you go.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, before you go.
CDC.
Hello, Chair.
Yes, sir.
I know that the CDC gonna be on seat comes October 10, 2023. So you think we're gonna take the place of the CDC?
To be politically exact is erroneous, but I can tell you that Honorable Bassa and the coalition of the United Party people will go to the second round. They wanted on a one shot, but if it is not possible to go in the second round, and they will still win it again. But it's no easy ride. Let us not be political pundits who don't read between the lines. There's no easy ride. That's the reason why you see me, I don't fuss with ANC people. Because we in the diaspora, 400,000 of us, we support people back home. We control them literally in the minds. But that don't mean that we have the voting rights. They do. They know when they stand on that ballot box what they're going to do. So we want to encourage everybody in the opposition, let us stop bashing each other. Let us focus on the bigger picture. The person who gave Joe Biden the most hard time in this 2020 election was Kamala Harris. She said all sort of things about her. Everybody thought that the president was going to pick Elizabeth Warren. At the end of the day, he went for the person who gave him hard time to be his vice president. You understand me? Yeah. So these things, if we go against each other, we should have one thing in mind. The United States was first on the mind, first, before anything else. That's how Liberia should be first.
Then the country not on mind.
That was the voice of Jamache, RRC chair in Indianapolis, Indiana.
So you finished now?
Well, little Jama, I got a question for Jan Fulula before we go.
The chairman was on round.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Chairman. Go ahead. Even though we took some of your time, but we'll give you extra 2 minutes. Go ahead, Professor.
First of all, Jeremiah Chie can be talking about Joseph Boyka and talking about opposition unity. Where was the opposition unity when Joseph Boyka was running with Serena Seafors to court, to take Alexander Cummings to court? Someone who did absolutely nothing. Joseph Boyka stood there. You see, the man, the papa is too old to be making rational decisions. That people around him can make decisions. Mm-hmm. That old man, y'all made that decision for that man to go. Yombly and Dillon and everybody else, they took that old man to go and testify against Cummings. Now you guys want to talk about opposition unity. My man, y'all start playing joke over here. Because all the young people around that man, that old man, they are very good at making bad decisions. Very good at making bad decisions. Because the old man cannot make decisions for themselves. The old man cannot make decision for himself. And for you guys to keep using the old man like a pawn in your political or journey, it's ridiculous. A lot of young people, they are just holding to the old man to get to power.
So, Chairman, before you land, I know you're in flight before you land. So, who you think is the change for Liberia?
Who I think is the change for Liberia?
Yeah.
Liberia right now.
In this election or for Liberia? Which one?
Yeah, we're talking about election. We're discussing election. Chairman, who you think is the change for Liberia?
Liberia right now is moving on.
On record. What's the change for Liberia?
Liberia right now, things are moving swiftly. So we have to look at things and try to analyze better. But as we analyze things, as we go along, we analyzing things. As I see RIA, George Weah is making some good development over there.
But Chairman, I heard that the RIA never had electric, so there was no current, nothing. The play was down for X number of weeks. So you say your government is doing well. So
yeah, but George Weah is so generous enough that the old man, I can't walk good. They put current near his house. He get current on his street, so he can't fall down before UP people say George Weah kill him or do something to him. At least when you go to Joseph Boyka's house, you see current all along that street, no problem. But let's move on.
I mean, RIA was out of current for a week. So what can you reconcile with that? Doing your administration. The
thing about RIA is the Ways and Means chairperson or member or Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn took the money that's supposed to go to RIA to buy fuel. He allocated the money to a clinic. And to
that is fallacy. Have no place they have no place on this show. That is fallacy. Anyway, your time elapsed. You're giving a fallacy. Anyway, I got a question for you.
Why you?
That is fact. That is fact.
Let me lay my thoughts.
That's not fallacy. That is fact.
No, you interrupt me. Let me lay my thoughts. So, RIA role and the RIA, the airport, and all other things, we have been looking at the budget problem because the Ways and Means person, Jeremiah Kuhn, rescue tool for UP, he took the money and carried to a clinic to Nimba County, and he gave almost $4 million to a political godfather for his school in Nimba County. Those are private institutions that they are running, and they took money that's supposed to be in the Liberian people pocket or at least developing Liberia. So until they can bring the money back, we cannot look at them as rescue. They are then rescuing us. They are just there for the
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. But I know these information that you provided, they are fallacy. Have no.
That is fact. That is fact.
And listen to me. We will not come on this show and be bringing false information.
No, that is fact.
You want to argue that Jeremiah Kuhn is not on Ways and Means?
Hold on, I don't care why
the money being allocated to a school, and hospital. That is fact.
It's fact.
That's fact.
The issue is that the government have failed us tremendously.
No,
and the rest of the senators
apologize. You need to apologize when you say it's fat. I say when it's fat. It's in the budget.
It's fat to say that. Listen,
it's in the budget. Jeremiah Kuhn clinic money is in the budget.
Over 100,000 plus is in the budget.
PYJ money is in the budget. Are you saying it's lie?
Hold on. I'm not discussing the budget. I'm discussing that the Liberian people at the RIA, they were out of life for almost a week. And that wish it was under your government, your CDC-led government.
Because the money that's around the RIA, it went to Jeremiah Kuhn Hospital.
Because to buy fuel for RIA, it will not cost you $1 million a week. $1 million went to Jeremiah Kuhn Hospital. $1 million of that money went to Jeremiah Kuhn Hospital.
But at least, even if the $1 million went to him, but the issue is he's working, and that's the issue that the Liberian
no, he's not working. A private
hospital. But your incumbent president, George Weah, who destroyed the country, and the country is the least right now in Africa, in the world. But anyway, I got a question for you, Mr. Nyanvolula. Mr. Nyanvolula, you did mention about your CPP party, your Cummings. and that of your Charlene Brunskin. This is the issue. So you said that the CPP is not worried about no other person in the race. You did mention about the CDC. You did mention about the Liberian People Party, and you did mention about other political parties. But you did not mention the UP. So the worriness from the CPP, is there bothering you because we have the Unity Party in the race? Because all your fear is all linked to Mr. Omer. The man is old. This man cannot work. But
no, I'm not dwelling on
yesterday. So how do you reconcile these things, Mr. Fulula?
First of all, I'm not dwelling on the man is old. I'm not dwelling on the man is old. I'm dwelling on the records of this man. What is he bringing? Fine, before I go,
the question is, who is your worry in this election? Because you say you worry. So who you worry about?
Who I worry about?
Yeah.
I worry about everything. I worry about everything. I'm in the race to win. I'm in this race to win, and I will win.
No, you know
the kind of man you're talking to here. When a man gets into a race, he will make sure that he sees it to the end that he will be a winner. I worry about everything. I worry about the Liberian people. I worry about the Liberian people getting a better life. I worry about the Liberian people getting a good drinking water in the country. I worry about the Liberian people waking up in the morning and putting food on their family table. I worry about the Liberian people getting up in the morning. The whole place is electrified for them. I worry about the Liberian people enjoying the 21st century. Worth. That's what I worry about.
Thank you, Jan Fulula. Your next question, Jan Fulula. Jan Fulula, you have been masquerading the corridor of politics in this community and that of Liberia. And then I know you to be a CPP candidate. I'm a CPP supporter. CPP, that is Arizona Cummings, and that of Charlene Brunskin. But a few weeks ago, there was one Gongolo in this community. He came here, and Jan Fulula, you took picture with Mr. Gongolo, and Mr. Gongolo, you guys had a close door communication, you and Mr. Gongolo. You guys traveled to Kentucky, let's say to be specific, Louisville, Kentucky. Mr. Gongolo was there. You guys sat in the pie, had some discussion, Mr. Fulula. And then when Mr. Tawan Gongolo went back to Liberia, he said there was one guy in Indiana who they used to call Cummings, Nyan Cummings. And now, when I got there, they call him Nyan Gongolo. So how do you reconcile these statements when the aspirant himself came out on national TV and make these statements against you, Mr. Fulula, as a political pendulum? What is your recommendation when it comes to most of these things, when your knee is right in the mud in Liberia politics?
I remain CPP supporters, and I will remain CPP supporter forever.
But now you're stuttering. Like
my man, me answer the question now. My man, you saw me. I was drinking my juice. I was clearing my throat. I remain CPP supporter. Let me say this. Nya is the type of person that anybody that will meet Nya will always fall in love with Nya. So, Tiawan Gonglo is not exceptional to those that have met me and fall in love with me. So, Tiawan Gonglo now saw how I interacted with him, how I connected with the people around him. You know, even the community, how everywhere you go, you will hear the need. He keep hearing the need, nya. He want dress this young man close to him. Who don't want good thing? Who don't want better thing? So people living from here, going to Liberia, staying in the studio, calling Nyani, it's not strange to me. Because anybody who meet me, they always fall in love with me. I'm not boasting of it, it's just a fact.
So are you trying to tell this media?
Not exceptional to that.
Are you trying to tell this media that
I remain CPP supporter. I remain LS Cummings supporter, and I will make sure LS Cummings take power in January 4th or January 2nd or 4th. Next year, he will be inaugurated as the next president of the country. That's who I am.
Are you? So right now, you have your candidate. I mean, I think you were linking with somehow linking with Mr. Gongolo, but right now on the national TV, you are telling us that Tawan Gongolo have no space in this politics. You are going with Mr. Mr. Cummings.
My man, you should know me. My man, you should know me.
Thank you.
My man, I don't
Thank
bite
you
and
very much.
blow.
You
I
gotta
remain
call
LS
717
Cummings supporter since
1162.
2017. I supported LS Cummings since 2017. I will continue to support you and make sure that I will see to it that LS Cummings become president of the nation.
Thank you very much. But I know you supported Mr. Cummings, but you guys did not go no place. And I think you guys were somewhere around 4th place or 3rd place. Anyway, let's say 5th place.
I want to say something though. I want to say you were asking me a question and me use my time and say something.
I will go into the chairman. Anyway, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My man, there's old man called Joseph Boaka. He had never missed.
Now you're saying old man again. You see?
Well, there's the main opinion. No.
He's the old. You say you are concerned about here. You have not done anything. So now you see this.
Right. When you allow the man to speak,
you interrupting me. You interrupting me.
Go ahead.
That what the man want to
yeah, you interrupting me. The old man called Joseph Boaka.
The agitator is too much.
All right. This man called Joseph Boaka.
It's okay. That old man.
Old man. This old man called Joseph. My man, you interrupting me.
To call you old man.
That's why he interrupting me.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. All
right. This old man called Joseph Boaka had never made any sound decision in your whole life. In your whole life. Yeah, never made any sound decision. You know, he sat there. I know how well he calculated a whole move to go in Nimba County and pick Jeremiah Kuhn. Look, that decision was taken to a grave. I'm not wishing to go in a grave, but that particular decision of his political career, it will take him to a grave. Yeah, because the result are coming up in October. That particular result, it will take the old man to his grave, to his other grave. I'm saying that because this man, this Jeremiah Kuhn, will not deliver Nimba to this man. I'm saying it for facts. It's just the fact. It's nothing other than the fact. Jeremiah Kuhn will not and will never deliver Nimba County to Joseph, the United Party, Joseph Boaka United Party.
Thank you very much.
I'm saying that because there are now controversy in Nimba County right now between the MDR and the United Party. Prince Johnson rushed.
Yeah, let me finish.
I mean, my thought. Prince Johnson rushed to collaborate with United Party because Prince Johnson was losing his senatorial position. You know what's going on right now in Nimba County?
Yes, I know.
Prince Johnson, the man that Prince Johnson wanted to ostracize to take, to step back so he can run. I mean, who on the phone? That Jamachi?
I have a caller on the phone.
Go ahead, yeah.
I have a caller on the phone.
All right. So, Prince Johnson losing his political ground in Nimba County. The man called Nyatuayen, I think I'm a third time saying that on this platform. Nyatuayen have gained momentum over Prince Johnson, and the people of Nimba they are tired with Prince Johnson leadership. They want to change Prince Johnson. So Nyatuayen now, he's a member of United Party. So Prince Johnson, only strategy was to go and collaborate with United Party so he can push Nyatuayen aside, so he can go and gain his senatorial seat. Then he can still be in power.
Thank you very much.
But see why the people of Nimba County is standing Nyatuayen. Nyatuayen, we mandating you to go. Nyatuayen, you shall be on the ballot on October 10. On October 10, you shall be on the ballot. It's a fight right now. It is a fight right now. And MDR, the how you call it? Kuhn MDR is saying United Party should not feed candidates in Nimba County, representative candidate in the various districts in Nimba County. But United Party is telling Kuhn MDR that no, we will feed candidates in Nimba County. So the fight that going on right now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for bringing the breaking news. Thank you. We have a call on the phone. Thank you very much.
Why would it call?
Hello, Bitebo. Listen, in the eyes of Mr. Vule, old age has become a curse in the island. Because every time they may talk something, so yeah, you want to get old? Yeah. When he's on your current age, 30 something,
Yeah.
you want that old?
Y'all be 32 every time. 32.
Even the Bible honors old age. So if you reach 70 years, who say you should care for yourself? We always, with all the things that we are involved with, we're striving to reach the ages of our parents or even beyond.
Yeah.
Because kids die young, especially in the current dispensation where we are now, people die for no reason. No obvious reason. There's no war will be going on, but people will get something. Unfortunate situations. So I believe that old age is a blessing. That which we know, and like I said in my previous disposition, the current thing is that about who old or who young. It's about deliverables. If you believe this man can deliver, of which I believe, I will preach it. But I will not go preach negativity about him, especially as it relates to age and all that. I preach the message. The message can convince people.
My man, next Saturday, bring Chia on the show, my man. Bring Chia on the show. You should have recorded. Next Saturday, bring Chia on the show. Yeah, I'm advocating now for you to come on the show. Next Saturday, you should have recorded.
Wait, yeah, let me hold you there. I've fallen in response to several things, including yours. Number one, 2017, we saw people demonstrating. In fact, 2015, 2016, we saw people demonstrating like we were there, putting clothes of people on something towing casket. So, like people were dismayed, they were carried away. They say, okay, now these people, they are the heavy sent. This thing never happened before. When the people can become president, nothing will happen to the country. Now the Nigerian people made a determination and say, we'll give this thing to you. Now where we are, it's serious killing, disappearances, all kinds of things. Rampant corruption. When I say corruption, didn't exist before. We had somebody on the FBI list or something. Corruption. We saw people were corrupt in a regime that people resigned. Christianity resigned because certain things didn't go down or way because she saw it and people told her to close them up. We saw Kofi who left. We saw Congo left. We saw other things happening in the regime. So when we see things in the current regime, we should be focused on it because that's why suffering the Liberian people. The thing that Mr. Cummings running for, that is something that Liberian people. Because when he get there, he will come with his own core officers. They will do what he's supposed to do, and still some people have not been satisfied. When Mr. Broga get there, he will do what he's supposed to do, and still some people have not been satisfied. People think that by supporting Cummings or Mr. Broga, then you can't can you drop or they will say can you drop because your voice are too loud on the campaign. That's not it. These people are reputable people. They are principle minded, and before we go to that system where you not see no countrymen in cabinet, those are the systems we calling for now. We don't understand it now, but we're calling for it now. You have a Cummings and Brodsky on the same ticket. That needs sound like from Zobia district, and yeah, you have a blue let's say now somewhere in America will be holding a PhD on a lap at the end of the day. They can't recognize it. That's why his voice was very loud on the diaspora media. So these things we got to take into consideration. This thing at time, when we discuss anything, we have a local person that will pull in power. This person will say, oh, they end no suffering. But what we didn't understand is that Joe, we are whole life, from the age of 17 to 18, he never suffered again. He never suffered again. At the age of 17, he was on his way to Europe. He was playing Cameroon, on his way to Europe. From 17 years old up to the man is 56 years old, he don't know suffering. People don't understand that. That man has a citizenship for the European Union and the United States. You don't know suffering. People don't understand.
So Brother, no suffering for 40 years in government, he no suffering?
Yes, we do.
We see that 40 years in government, he no suffering?
Yeah.
You collected $1 million check for 12 years.
You work on
40 years in government, he no suffering?
You know how many Liberians now never touch $1 billion? You know how many Liberians in the world worldwide never touch $1 million? You know how many times Georgia has seen $1 million in account the election on a phone? I'm talking about the
Bassa is part of the millionaires in the country. You know that according to Google. Bassa is part of the millionaires in the country.
Thank you. Thank you, Chia. What I mentioned to the people? Chia is gone. Chia sent his message to the Liberian people back home and the diaspora. Chia is saying that George Weah should leave power. George Weah, go, go, go. That's the song Chia is singing right now. If you go to Chia living room, Chia is singing George Weah, leave power. Thank you very much. The time is 3:59. 1 minute to our closing time. I think we can use this time to give a parting statement.
Yeah, we can give our party statement. I'll go first, and then you guys can close. I'll be here to listen to y'all. I mean, I don't have much to say. I mean,
I will go second. John Z, you can close.
Yeah.
We'll get you a time so you can close, so you can bash out, no problem.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I want to close very fast.
yeah, we have to close very fast or faster. We have to be faster than the years of Joseph Boyka staying in power in government. I, I don't want to spend 40 minutes or at least 40 years on this platform without doing anything. But 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 let's be frank. We understand that, you see, the thing is, age is not a respecter of a person. But here's the thing: if you work, the Bible said, "Work when it is day, because when the night cometh, no man work." Boyka should, he's a deacon in his church. I'm pretty sure that he came across that scripture at some point in time. He read that scripture. For an old man, his age, who is still trying to be active into power, it shows that during his youth or his young days, I mean, he didn't work, and that I don't want to believe that, because for 40 years, in government, you should be able to say goodbye to government. That's what Eddie wanted him to do at the time, and because she again gave him an opportunity of a lifetime to, like, look, that's the second highest position in the country, the second highest. At any given time, when something was going to happen to Eddie, Boyka was going to be the next person, next in line. For 12 years, he was responsible for the group of 77. He was responsible for the youths that you see they are on drugs today. For 12 years, he was responsible for the concession agreements that the people are crying for from Lofa or from Nimba, from Bombing and other places in Liberia. 12 years. Not the single day you see him come out to speak anything contrary to those agreements. For 12 years, he has been the loudest graveyard Liberians will ever know as a VP and as a statement. And this is the same very individual that people are telling us will rescue us. Rescue us in a time that we have been enjoying peace for over 12 years. No war. It's not in the midst of war. Liberians are doing fine. You can argue and discuss about the state of the economy. You can discuss about other things. But even if we want to have that discussion, I don't want a Joseph Boyka at the table. Because the time for him to be at that table is long gone. He sat at the table, second in command. If we had an army, we are calling deputy general or assistant general. Because Eddie was number one, Boyka was number two for 12 years as deputy general of the Liberian army. Or 12 years, the Liberian people. Second. So it was after 12 years, Boyka, in his wild mind, decided now that it's time to rescue us. It's after 12 years, he found his youthful enthusiasm.
Your closing statement has gone almost 5 minutes.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Then you go 5 minutes, my man. I'm right here. It's not even going 5 minutes. It's okay. All right. Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm done.
Let the man close. I'm closing.
It's not even 5 minutes.
It's fast spent.
It's not 5 minutes. But yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm done.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm watching the time. I just got 3 minutes. It wasn't 5.
Fellow Liberians.
Go, yeah.
I know this election is very crucial to this generation. This election are three things I want you to look at. Three things: the past, the present, and the future. The past is Joseph Boakai, the present is Josh Weir, and the future is Ellis Cummings and the CPP. So if you think the past have done you well, have laid a foundation for you, if you think the foundation you own right now is a solid foundation, if you think the foundation you own right now is better for you because those foundation was laid by the past, which is the Unity Party-led government, which is Joseph Boakai and others. If you think they laid a very solid foundation for you, then I will advise you go with the past. The present. If your present situation is better for you, the present is just Weir. If you think your present situation, even though the past, you don't have a good foundation to step on. If you think the present situation is better for you, where we live in fear, where our brothers and sisters have become the disadvantaged you call Zogo on the street, where 100 million cocaine will come in the country and vanish, where people cannot speak freely. When you talk, you will disappear. If you think this present is good for you, fellow Liberians, honor my voice, then you can go with the present. The future is what we're looking at. We're looking at the future. The future is what I'm looking at. The future is all of you that are watching us. We that are on this platform, I believe that what we are looking at, we're looking at the future. We are here now. Here, we don't have no control over what we have now, but we have control over the future. The decision we make now, it will determine our future. So if you think the future, you're looking at the future, then I will beg of you, I will urge you to look at the CPP administrators who are in the lead right now, according to polls. The Ellis Cummings and the Councillor Bronsky, they are the future. They are the future that will better the life of all of us, whether you live in the country or not. They are the future that will make all of our professionals who are in the diaspora, who don't want to go home because the fear of them dying, because the fear that they don't have space in the country. The future will give them that courage to go home to contribute to the betterment of our country. In the future are Ellis Cummings and Mistress Councillor Bronsky. I will leave here for now, and we'll continue to preach a message. I'll tell you, thank you, all of those who came on here today to listen to us. Without you, we'll not be here talking. You guys, our faithful listeners, our faithful contributors on the show, all those that call in, we say thank you. Thank you. All of us continue to preach the message and enlighten the minds of our people back home to vote right, to make wise decisions. You know, in the Bible, in the book of Matthew 7, verse 24, the Bible talks about two men. You know, the greatest preacher of all time, which was Jesus Christ, at the end of his message, the Bible said that he gave the parable. He said, all those that listen to the words, the one that listen and did act and did not apply what he took in, that man is the foolish man. The Bible didn't miss his words. The Bible used the word foolish. And the man said, the one that listen and apply it, the man that listen and apply it, that man is a wise man. Don't just listen, fellow Liberians. Listen and apply. Listen and act. You are listening to all the good message from Ellis Cummings and Councillor Bronsky. Don't just be the listener, be the doer.
Thank you.
Go out there on October 10th and vote for the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of Jan Brule and the voice of Mr. Joseph Zigzag Jr.
Yeah, you went 4 minutes 50
I
seconds.
see him holding his chin. That means he's tired. No problem. We are still discussing the issue.
Yeah, went 4 minutes 50 seconds. I will time you.
The time 4:09. The time 4:09.
You interrupted me. You interrupted me around 3 minutes.
To all our listeners in and out the United States, we say thank you for watching. Jeremiah Che, Joseph Bani, we say thank you for calling on the show. The president is aspiring. That show that this show is a very good show. We have the president aspiring calling on this show. Well, anyway, Nyan Volula was talking about Cummings and that of Brunskin. And we understand that these people are novice when it comes to politics. You know, somebody who does not even have the ideology of becoming a leader of politics. You know, these are novice to politics, in Liberian politics. And that's why the party does not even worry about the CPP, that which we are very much informed. We know these people are masquerading in the corridor of Morovia and that of Grand Bassa Kante and Nimba Kante. And let me tell you, Nimba Kante, Maserado, and Grand Bassa. It's not Morovia. It's not Liberia. That's why y'all fail to understand. But comes October 10, 2023, I'm not going to be discussing the issue of CPP. I'm going to be discussing the issue of the party. I understand that the party is going to be the victor come October 10, 2023. And the way for Liberian people, I know you are suffering right now, and my heart go out to you in Liberia. I'm in the diaspora, I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. I know very well my people are suffering, and the only way forward it is to vote the Unity Party, Joseph Human Parker, and that of Arizona, and that of Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn, Joseph Parker is the way forward for Liberian people. Right now, we're going to be diving straight into the music because we're about to close this thing and get out of here. We want to give thanks and appreciation to all of you that follow us from Liberia, from the United States, everywhere you are. We say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for following us today. Thank you for coming to OP Table. OP Table. OP Table. OP Table. OP Table. OP Table. The Unity Party. OP Table. Thank you very much. It's OP Table. Honorable Church, even though you are timing me, but I'm very time conscious. I believe in the truth, nothing but the truth. And that's why we're going to hear. We're going to hear to Liberia one day to see the inauguration of Joseph Mapakai, the Republic of Liberia. I thank you, the master. Thank you very much. This is how we come to the end of today's edition of OP Table. We say OP Table, the people's choice. OP Table is the voice of the people in the diaspora, in Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you very much.